Hey, what is going on? Welcome to the Life and Transitions Expert Podcast. As the intro says, I'm Courtney Rollins, the host, and I'm very happy and proud to be here. And I'm glad that you are here. And hopefully, this will be helpful to you. Either you landed on this page because perhaps you are in the profession of helping folks in estate and probate and transitions, and just adding to your experience and learning and going deeper, just as I love to do. Or perhaps you may find yourself or loved ones actually experiencing probate process, and you are either the personal representative or know someone going through that. And so hopefully you're coming here and this can be helpful to you, regardless of why you're here. I am Courtney Rollins, as I said, and one hats that I wear is that of being a certified probate expert in Durham, North Carolina. Now, when I say expert, I am not saying I know every single thing about probate. I'm not offering legal or financial advice because I'm not an attorney or an accountant. However, I do have experience, ongoing training, and learning about the probate process, helping many families going through the probate process. And that allows me to continue to build onto that experience so that I can translate that to adding value to other folks. And that's what an expert is. It's a process, right? As opposed to a designation, as Bill Gross would say from the Probate Expert podcast out in California. So awesome person, awesome guy, and I wholeheartedly agree with that and embrace that. So today we're just going to look at 8 ways someone like a probate expert or a probate specialist, or however the name is denoted, can help you or can help folks who are going through the probate process. And we'll start with number 1. Number 1 is listening before speaking, before taking action. I like to think about Triple H, and I've said it before, but Estate Pro Service, we really try to take on that Triple H approach. We begin with our heart, knowing that there are people like you or people out there who need help. People who are going through complex, challenging situations, people who may have lost someone who was loved, or at least has this responsibility that is very heavy to complete the administration of this estate. And so, as opposed to going in all guns blazing with so many solutions that may not even fit the needs of you or whoever the specialist is working with, it's so important that that person listens first. And so a probate specialist or expert is going to listen, is immersed in the world, and recognize that no 2 probate cases are the same. So it's so important for us to handle with care, with empathy, and listen. And with that, we'll be able to hopefully come to some solutions that are viable for the personal representative and the family, and of course the estate. Now, number 2, helping families through the transition. I am also, many of us are in the estate profession world, which carries over to long-term care. Many families or many folks who are experiencing probate may be experiencing probate because the decedent is an elder or senior, and the people who are remaining or surviving may now need help downsizing, and that's where we come in. And with our team, we're able to help folks find sufficient ways to transition to the next space or the next area of space of living that's going to be better suited for that person's needs. Number 3, selling house fast. As professional home buyers, this is the main way that we are able to do business and keep the doors open, because if we are offering quality service, and if, most important, it fits the needs or it's the desire or need of the personal representative or the state to sell a property quickly and efficiently, perhaps because there are claims out there that need to be paid, debts out there on the estate that need to be paid, or perhaps the heirs are looking to acquire their funds sooner than waiting on the more traditional route. And selling a house fast is a very viable option, and it's something that professionals like me in estate pro service are quite capable of doing. But whoever's in your area, that is definitely something that they are capable of doing. Number 4, getting the house empty and clean. Oh my goodness, sometimes dealing with the things are the most challenging part. There's so many personal attachments connected. And so figuring out what's the best way to deal with the personal property? Is it selling the properties or items? Is it putting it online and auctioning? Is it an estate sale? Is it going and making sure they donate them to the local charity? Whatever it is, a probate specialist has a team of cleaners and experts that can sit down with you to make sure we come up with the right plan that's customized for you. Number 5, selling your property or the house for top dollar. Now, just because probate experts like myself are cash buyers does not mean that we're going to force that down your throat. In fact, putting it on the market, if that's what is the best thing for you, then a probate expert can help make sure the property is listed and market properly so that you get the best bang for your buck. Again, depending on your needs and your desires. Number 6 is a pretty, well, I think both 6 and 7 are pretty important ones, but facilitating conversations between stakeholders, such as family members who are heirs or who are involved in the process or have a stake or interest in the process, speaking to attorneys, speaking to deputy clerks and clerks in the clerk's office. We have relationships. So for instance, I'm headed to the Durham County clerk's office today, bring some donuts and some coffee because I love the folks down there and they are so helpful to me and we are helpful to each other because we have a both mutual interest in supporting and helping clients that go in their office. And so this allows me to also have some really important conversations to help clarify sometimes when situations are happening and maybe a personal representative is unsure about what step to take or has certain questions that may not necessarily be answered as quickly if it was just coming from them, but because of relationships that I have and that most experts should have with the folks in those spaces, those questions can be addressed a lot sooner because hey, they know you, they like you. So that's very important, not that the clerks or deputy clerks don't like the people that they don't know, but there still is a process. Relationships do mean things and allow things to get done. And also having conversations with attorneys, this can help you minimize the amount of hours you're being charged depending on how the payment structure is for your attorney, and that can help you be efficient with that time. Number 7, it also is important to know that since we are connected to a nationwide group of estate professionals, that we can connect you to family law and probate attorneys, particularly in North Carolina. So we don't do we say we deal with everything outside the legal stuff, which sounds very weird and funny, but I will never overstep my bounds and try to become that trusted professional attorney, but I will be able to connect you with someone that meets and fits your needs, depending on, again, what your needs are, and love to connect you. Love giving referrals because it's just everyone's happy when you get a referral and when you receive a strong referral and when you are placed in the right space to help you. And number 8, preserving wealth. Especially if you're going through the probate process, you recognize how expensive it is, how it's dividing up. If there's any type of funds or things that are going to be distributed, inheritance that's going to be distributed, it can be eaten up by each step of the process. And so helping you sit with CPAs, financial advisors who are certified to help you structure your life in a way so that you are preserving wealth as opposed to giving it to North Carolina or whatever your state's estate plan that you have. That's what they say. Everyone has an estate plan, whether you've done it intentionally or not, because if you're living in the United States, whatever your state you're in, they have an estate plan for you. So we want to make sure that you are in control, and we can help you with that as well, just like other certified probates out there can help you. All right. So I'm glad I was able to share that with you. I would love for you to hit any like, subscribe, rating, whether you're on Apple, Spotify, wherever you're listening to this. If you're on YouTube watching this, love to hit a thumbs up, and that would be so helpful for us in the algorithm and spreading the word even more. And yeah, holla at your boy. This is Courtney Rollins, certified probate expert in Durham, North Carolina. Rising tides. it lifts all sails.